We have to build a skill. There's no shortcuts. You have to build a skill. And if you go through the right things into your head, then you will manifest it in the world. If you're in marketing, you're in the most important profession on the planet. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. I'm the greatest. I am the greatest. I heard Muhammad Ali say, I am the greatest. Muhammad Ali, who was, I'm going to argue, the greatest boxer of all time. I heard Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson talking. And Mike Tyson was asked who was the greatest boxer between him and Muhammad Ali. Now, obviously, Muhammad Ali has some medical issues now. He's not the man he used to be. But Mike Tyson answered that question with, I am very, very, very proud of what I've done. And I will always say I'm the greatest. But when I'm in this company and I see this man, all tongues have got to say that this man is the greatest of all time. Muhammad Ali, I'm the greatest. He's the greatest boxer of all time. I am. Let's break that down. I am the greatest. If you listen to Neville Goddard says, I am. When you say I am, the I am is a connection you have with God. It's the I am. I think, therefore I am. I am. So when you say the words I am, you're pulling the power of God down on you. I am the greatest. I am the greatest. And he was the greatest. He was the greatest. And I say this because I want to talk about... Get ready for a very, 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 very weird movement. I say this because I want to talk about building a story brand and marketing. What the hell has Muhammad Ali got to do with marketing? I am the greatest. I am the greatest. He was manifesting him being the greatest. Now, I don't know what you feel about manifesting, but I am the greatest. He was saying that he is the greatest. He's pulling the power of the universe and the power of God down on him to make him the greatest boxer of all time. I am the greatest. And when you read this book, now this is not in this book, by the way. I'm reading between the lines. Let's just say I'm reading between the lines of building a story brand. So I'm reading between the lines. If you're going to read this book. If you read this book, you're going to go through the whole thing and go, Alan, this is not in the book. What are you talking about? It's not in the book. But I'm reading between the lines of building a story brand. I am the greatest. I'm reading between the lines in building a story brand. So, Muhammad Ali, he manifested being the greatest. Now, I don't know what you think about manifesting, but when you hear Georgie Best talking about the night before a football match, he would go through every movement of that football match in his head. Every single movement. And certainly was one of the greatest footballers of all time. Now, I could go through every movement of that football match in my head, and I'm still not going to do what George Best does, because he has the muscle memory of just playing football all the time. And Muhammad Ali had the muscle memory of boxing all the time to become the greatest boxer. So I'm not saying if you go through it in your head you're going to manifest it necessarily. You need the skill. You need the skill. But we can, for ourselves, manifest things in the world. We have to build a skill. There's no shortcuts. You have to build a skill. And if you go through the right things into your head, then you will manifest it in the world. And marketing, to bring this back to marketing, building a story brand. Not in the book. I'm reading between the lines. Building a story brand. Marketing is manifesting for other people. Marketing is just manifesting for other people. Doesn't say that in the book. I'm reading between the lines. Marketing is just manifesting for other people. So building a story brand is about your marketing is a story where your customer is the hero and you are the guide who brings them along. It gives them a plan and makes them more themselves. But becoming more of yourself is just manifesting more in your world. And marketing is just manifesting for other people. Building a vision for other people about, we know they are in a place, they're somewhere, And we know they can be so much more of who they are. They can be so much more of who they are. So marketing, I'm going to say, is the most valuable profession if you do it good. If you do it good. Because you're manifesting for other people. You're taking someone from the boring place that they are, and you're bringing them to a much more exciting, making them much more of who they are, which it says in Building a Story Brand. You're giving them much more of who they are, making them much more of who they are. It's manifesting for other people. It's creating a vision of who they should be. Marketing is manifesting for other people. Marketing is the most important profession that's ever been created, because it's manifesting for other people. So if someone buys a iPad, someone buys an iPad, or someone buys a MacBook, let's say, Steve Jobs has manifested that when you have that MacBook, you are the warrior who is creating, and the hero. You're the warrior and the hero who's thinking different, who's creating amazing things in the world. Steve Jobs has manifested that for you. So when you go and you buy these shoes, I'm thinking about a female example, so everybody can understand. You go and buy these incredible shoes or this amazing ring. You are the most beautiful woman in the world. Everyone, you walk into the room and everyone looks at you and they're in awe. They're in awe. And it's brands that manifest that for you. Or if you put on these Nike shoes, probably shouldn't be using brands. I'll use the brands, who cares? You put on these Nike shoes and you are connected to every great runner. Every great runner who's gone before you, you are connected to them. Nike has manifested that for you. So when you're buying the shoes and you're paying a ridiculous price for that commodity of shoes, you're not buying the shoes. You're not buying the shoes. You're buying the connection to every other great runner on the planet. To Roger Bannister, who broke records. You're buying the connection to all the great runners in the past, or the great basketball players, or the great football players, whatever it happens to be. You're buying a connection to them, that your soul is connected to them, and you're going to carry on their legacy. That's what you're buying. And that's why the shoe doesn't cost what it costs them to make. It costs a lot more. So, you're not buying the shoe, and you're not buying the iPad, and you're not buying those stiletto heels, and you're not buying that ring, or whatever it is you happen to be buying. You're not. You're buying a connection. You're buying a manifestation. And that's why if you're in marketing, you're in the most important profession on the planet, because you're manifesting for other people. You're creating a vision for other people. You're creating greatness inside other people. And that's the only thing that matters on this planet. That's the only thing that matters in the short time they're going to be here on the earth. Create greatness for other people. It's the most important profession that's ever been created. So I want to say, well done. Well done to the marketeers, because they are manifesting for other people and creating greatness in people's lives. It's been Alan there. So I want to take you through building a story brand, and marketing is manifesting for other people.